Alright, sorry about that. Bring up Twitch and make sure everything looks good. Alright, that looks readable. I can hear me typing really well. Let's see, I wonder which mic I'm using. Must be the headset. Cool. Yeah, looks like I lost most of you. That's alright. Some of you can see this on the recording, perhaps. Kramer, you're still with me. Finally came back up. Sorry, my Explorer was crashing and it took a few minutes. And then once it rebooted, I have to, kill off all the starting programs and things. So, today, what I want to talk about is this cool device here, which I would like to be able to see. Let's see, go here, I can see it, there we go. So that, I should probably have a scene that just shows the whole camera in view so you can see things bigger. I'll work on that maybe today. That's the Stream Deck device, alright, and so we're going to be working with its software to configure it. This was the first time I've rebooted since I installed this thing, and one of the things that was kind of cool is it came up before Windows did. So it must have some onboard memory and stuff that it keeps, because it came up with all the custom icons and whatnot that I've set up before Windows even did. Alright, so let's start off with, I'm going to create a new scene. So we'll show you how to do that if you've not done it. And it's going to be just the webcam so that I can show you things on the webcam better. Which maybe I do have. Let's do this scene transition, webcam only. I did do that already. I don't know why it's only over here, but maybe that's the shape of it. Alright. So with that, let me grab, here's the box. So it comes in. It's like $100 and some on Amazon. In the box, you've got just some padding and the device and a cord and a stand. So you get this warranty card that's pretty much useless, and you get this quick start card. Alright? And the very first thing it tells you to do is go to this URL, elgato.com/gaming/download, and then that URL tells you everything else you need to do. So basically plug it in, and then it does have in here some more information that's useful. It tells you how to add customized icons and things like that. So the directions are definitely good. They're small, but they are to the point, so they were helpful. And like I said, the biggest thing is just go to that URL. When you first install the thing, let's go back to the main scene, you're going to have this welcome button right in the middle. And if you click that, or which I'm going to do right now, push that, and it will pop open your default browser and take you to this screen and let you know that, hey, this is actually coming from the Stream Deck device. All right, and they're doing that, I'm sure, by using this UTM source here that says source is Stream Deck app, welcome Stream Deck app, right? So they know that you got here by pushing that button. And then here, there's a nice little video that will show you how to use their key creator. And I watched this, and it was actually helpful. So if you do buy one of these, I encourage you to check it out. It'll show you how to customize the keys and things like that, which I'm going to show you here as well. So I've had it for, I don't know, less than 48 hours. I've done a little bit of customization, but not a lot, because I wanted to do it on stream. And so I have a bit of an echo. How do I have an echo? Where would that be coming from? That's muted. I don't know why I would have an echo. Let me check my settings here. Fine now? Alright, I won't spend too much time on it then. Alright, so let's look through the icons that you get when you start here. So first off, you've got went away on its own. Cool. You got the control center. So these are all the different options here, and you can just drag these onto the menu here. So we could say drag this on off on here, and then this will, put a button on the Stream Deck itself. All right. So here's the Stream Deck, and in that corner there, you see there's a power icon now because I just added it. So the device basically mirrors anything you do on the screen here. Now, unfortunately, you can't just click buttons on the screen to do things. That would actually be useful, I think, too. The only ones that work are the navigation ones. So you can nav into folders, and you can nav up out of folders. But none of these other ones actually do what they say. You have to actually push the button on the device. Now, the stand that comes with it, the last thing in the box I didn't show is just this little guy here. And it's actually pretty nice. Because it would have been easy to ship this thing and have it just sit flat on your desk, but being able to have this little kickstand thing, so you can adjust it, and it's got a few range of motion options, so you can decide how much you want it to be leaning or not. That's a nice touch, and it obviously fits the device perfectly, and you can set it wherever you want on your desk. So to delete things, you can just delete. To move things to folders, that one's a little bit weird. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's see. I haven't played with set brightness. Let's see what that does. So we'll push it, and it does nothing. Please launch Control Center. Okay. I would like to launch Control Center. I don't know how to launch Control Center with the Control Center button, apparently. More actions. Oh, these are cool. All right, so there's all these plugins you can install. And we'll look at some of that. This Philips Hue one looks cool. I wanna play with that. I just got some Hue lights. Don't have them here; they're at home, but I'll be setting up some more here soon. All right, let me pretend that I know what I'm doing here, and I'm gonna search for Elgato Control Center. Because honestly, I thought this thing was the control center, and I think that's not the case. So. Elgato Control Center. Yeah. Keep. Let's install this Elgato Control Center. I think it's something else. Oh, you know what this is? Probably for lights and things that you could use. Because Elgato sells a bunch of other stuff, like key lights and lamps and things like that. That must be what this is for. Alright, so I don't have any of that stuff from Elgato, so I'm going to skip this. We'll let that install just in case I get them at some point, but I don't think I'm going to be using that, so let's just delete these. Alright, so then next you have game capture. So I haven't ever done gaming streaming, but obviously that's the most popular use case for these things. So you can snap a scene or just turn recording on and off, screenshots. You can do flashback recording, so you can grab, like, if something cool happens, you can grab the last few seconds or whatever, like 15 seconds or whatever it's designed for. You can stream, you can turn on, and then this live commentary, I guess, toggle whether or not you're speaking. I'm guessing. I don't know. Alright, so I'm not going to play with that much. Likewise, Mixer. Mixer is another platform similar to Twitch, which I'm not currently really using. I think I have an account that I set up through my Xbox, because Xbox is integrated with Mixer, but I've never really done anything with it. So you can use these commands to integrate with Mixer. You have OBS Studio, which is what I'm using. So you can do different scenes. You could tie these to different scenes. So let's play with that. I haven't done that. So let's pull a scene over here. And scene, it does see my different scenes. Let's say webcam only, scene, title, cam. Let's go over here. I'm already on webcam only. You can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm really not good at this, am I? Let's see. Chat, fine. And freeze team, you're not even telling me you can't see. Jeez. Alright. So here's what I'm showing. I just showed you game capture, which you probably didn't see. There's some options in there. There's mixer. There's some options in there I'm not using. Here's OBS Studio, which I am using. Let's see, control center. Don't need that. Go away. That. Exit. Alright, so here's my OBS Studio. And I can set this button to be for the cam, and we can do another one for, let's do main, I guess. And then we can rearrange these later, maybe put them in their own folder. Collection, I don't have any collections. Main scene. Alright, so now, normally I would have to click on webcam only main scene here to do those toggles. And instead I can just push the buttons. So, you know, here's the cam, right? And then this is main. So that works pretty nicely. We'll keep it on main so you can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Audio, record, stream. Streaming would be good. Alright, so I have a prep folder that I created. And inside the prep folder, I have some different things that I have on my usual checklist for getting started. And so when I'm ready to start my stream, I just go into this prep folder and I say launch chatty, launch stream labels. Eventually I want to wire up these Twitter things, which we'll get to in a minute. I'll try and do those on stream here today. And what else have we got going on? I was about to. Alright. Let's do, let's see, how would we do stream? So we'll pull stream over here. And I can set the title. Yeah, I don't know if I would use this. I think I do want to launch OBS Studio though. I think that would be helpful. So if I go to OBS here and we do open file location, so I know where it is. Let's go down to system. And from system you can launch anything. I think it's system. Yeah, open. So open OBS Studio would be nice. OBS Studio. Let's go find the file. Here's the path to it. There's the file. Open. Alright, so now I can launch OBS Studio from here. And I'd like that to be the first thing I do. Followed by that. Followed by that. And then we'll just put the Twitter things down here. Alright. So what else can we do from OBS Studio? Mixer audio. I don't know what that would do. Let's throw that here. And what's that going to do? It's just going to bring it up, I guess. Let's push it and find out. Ah, I see. This if you're seeing on the screen here, desktop audio, you're probably hearing the background music cut out. So that's cutting out the desktop audio, but I'm still talking, and then desktop audio is back. So that's nice. What would I call this? I guess I'd call it mute. And I can see, yeah, I can see whether it's on. So that's nice. Alright, what else we got? Record and stream. I don't think I'll use those because I'm happy once I get OBS up to hit the buttons on there. So I've got buttons over here for start and stop streaming, start recording, things like that. So I'll leave that alone. The other thing I want to figure out is where does all this stuff get stored? Because I've actually got a new computer on order that I'm going to have to set this stuff up. You can't hear background music. I'll crank it up. How about now? It's not loud, but I don't want to blast your ears off with it. Here, I'll max out the volume. You hear background music now, Kramer? It's just Carl Franklin music to code by. I've got the volume set at like 1%, and then I've cut it in half even again with the mixer on here normally, but you can see it, like, there it is, right, into the minus 40 decibels. You guys, you can't hear it. Interesting. Well, I wonder why. That's going to come into play here in a minute when I want to show you some sound things that you can do on here. So let's fix this. So, properties. What is this? I just want it to go, just work. That's what I want. I want you to just work. So you don't hear the dinging? Let me pull up my where's my thing here? Alright, this is weird because I'll be able to hear the echo, but alright, so I'm listening to my own stream now with a delay. Yeah, now it's buffering. It doesn't like that. Alright, I can't watch it at the moment. Huh. Pretty sure that did work at some point. So mixer sees it. The mic works. Now the mic should work. Weird. Anybody got any ideas? Throw this over here so you guys can watch my CPU through all this. It's basically just OBS doing all this work. Alright. Well, let's see. You can rename, I can copy filters. I don't have any filters, do I? Filters. How about the you should just work filter? Output gain, I could crank it up. I don't think I need that. I'm certain this used to work. Properties, advanced properties, balance, volume percent. That's just the slider. Yeah, it's the same as the slider. Balance, sync, tracks. You get all the tracks. I don't know what monitoring does. Off. Close. Huh. Add one of your other mics and see if it can control it. Okay. How do I add to the mixer? That's another good question. It's not a source. I can pick one of these. Usually it's just the default, I thought. Let's see. Properties, pick, live chat. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. OBS Studio. How to add mic to mixer. How do I add a mic to OBS? Understanding the mixer. The volume meter, the fader. Okay. The mute button, the options button, the volume level. Yeah, okay. All their sound, speech, right? Audio sources, indicators, setting audio levels. That's not helpful. How come I can't add more of these things? Should be a source. I don't have a source for other microphones, do I? Audio input capture, I guess. Rode Podcaster. It's not existing, really. It's that guy. Okay. Test. Now you might hear echo. So we mute that. Now this is using the Rode Podcaster mic, which is this guy right here. So that probably sounds different. Can you still hear me? Okay. Webcam is off. Desktop audio should work. Alright, there's some delay. Let's change this. Properties. That. Okay. Change. Headset mic. Alright. Okay, so why can you not hear the desktop audio? Right, exactly. So I could probably remove this. Maybe. How do I get rid of it? Hide it. Unhide it. Properties, no delete option. Advanced audio properties. Yeah. There's no way to get rid of one of these things. Huh. Let's add a source. Audio. Okay. There's nothing there for system. Well, I'll have to troubleshoot this another time, I think. Yeah. But you're not going to be able to hear my cool sounds, it sounds like, which is not cool. That's interesting. This one got added. Huh. It's just using... Now there's probably echo again. Alright, I have to turn that one off too. Alright, somewhere there's a file or something that has that, so I'll have to look into that. And I wonder if there's a reason why desktop can hear what? You heard the default? The test? Oh, you heard the browser, but no background music. Alright. Well, crank this up. Sounds super loud to me now. Anybody else on stream wanna let me know if you can hear it? Music to code by. Yeah, alright. So that's working. Alright. Maybe Kramer just needs to turn up his volume. Alright. Yeah, well, I want it to be not too loud. How about 10%? We'll keep that. And I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I just don't want to blast you when I'm, you know, if I have some error or something, it goes bling, right? I don't want it to be way louder than me. Alright. So it sounds like sounds are working. So that's good. So we're going to get out of OBS Studio for a minute. Let's go back to the Stream Deck device. One thing I wish I could do, I can't full screen this, right? I can't make this any bigger. So, all right. So now, where we left it is I've got a button I can push to bring up OBS Studio. I can't really use that now because it's already open. I can launch Chatty. If you don't know Chatty, it's this little chat tool that I use. Somebody recommended it to me. I think it was Jeff Fritz. So you can use this for your chat, and it doesn't require you to have the browser open and be in your stream, which chews up CPU and bandwidth and other stuff. So I've got a button that I can push that just launches this. And then I've got stream labels, which is this icon here. Stream labels, if you haven't used it, is just a tool that will show you, who's done what recently. It plays a sound. So by the way, thank you Cynical Panda, Bolshoi, and Yip Cubed for the follows. I appreciate it. So this will play an alert that I can hear when it happens, and it will update the follower count. So if you haven't used stream labels, on the stream, I've got this follower count here. This is 452. That is the total follower count right there. That's coming from this stream labels text file, totalfollowercount.txt, which I have in Dropbox at that path that you can see there. And the reason I'm using Dropbox is so when I do this from another computer, I can still get to it. But I can go to my Ardalis.com Twitch Streamlabels folder right here, and I can show it to you. The Chatty app is just called Chatty. So if you just Google for Chatty, you'll find it. Let me see if I can. Chatty with 2 T's. This is it. Chatty.github.io. There you go. Alright, so that's Chatty. Stream labels. May as well find that URL as well. Streamlabs. Stream labels. Where is it? Must be that. Stream labels. Alright, so that must be that one. Does it look like the right thing? Maybe? I don't know. This one. Pretty sure that's what I'm using. Alright, so what does it do? Well, when you run it, it basically runs out and periodically after you run it, it will run out and check all these various stats and store them in simple text files. So, like if I want to know donation goals or donation trains or follow trains or any of these things, total subscriber count or follower count is what we're looking at here, and what you see in the stream. So this 452 number is coming from total follower count. If I come in here and look at this, you see there's that 452. It's just a text file with a number in it. Theoretically, if I want to have a lot more followers, I can just edit this, and it should, look at that, it shows up right there on the screen. So now I've just got, so close to 100,000 followers. Awesome. But then look, it just changed back. I didn't do that. So every so many seconds, Streamlabels is messing with this thing. So I'll save it again. We'll close it out of here. It's 99452 again at 1239. But you see all these things are 1239 timestamps. These are 12. It's a different day. All right. And so again, in a second, it'll auto-correct it. So it has a bunch of different things it'll track. You can add them to your stream and see, those times. You're using Twitch TV pop-out Ardalis chat. All right, let's see what that looks like. Open URL. So there's just the chat all by itself. So yeah, you could do that too. This Chatty app has a bunch of other nice features though. So it will show you everyone that's in the chat, which yours probably does as well. The link will be chat with no stream. Right, yep. There's a lot of stuff this will do though. It'll connect to IRC, it'll connect to multiple channels at once. You can have it remember your login very easily. It can do moderation stuff. So I haven't really explored all of the various features it has, but it's definitely got a bunch of them. So I've been pretty happy with it. It's good to know there's a backup one of just this pop-out screen though. So I'll check that out too in the future. Alright, down to 453. Man, I just can't hit that 100,000 mark. Alright, so then once you've got the Streamlabels running, it's easy to go and pull these into your stream here by just adding these sources and setting them to those text boxes. Alright, So let's get that out of the way and let's move on. So that's OBS Studio options. Then there's the soundboard, which I've played with a little bit. You can see it was watching but not chatting. In chatty, yes. That's true. Hey, Will Bennett. So soundboard I've been setting up a little bit. So let's jump up to my sounds folders. And I've actually got a couple of these. So in here, you can see some of the sounds that I've set up, and I just did a search for like free movie clips. And so when you're going along and you're having trouble with something, you can click a button like this annoy button, and
man, that was annoying.
Get whatever sound out of there. And so I've grabbed a bunch of these, but one of the things that's helpful with this is you can easily customize these keys. And so the original welcome message that I already showed you, this one you get right here in the middle, shows you how to go to the key creator, which you also get, I think, if you click on one of these and say, hey, I want to create a new icon. So all their key creator does is launch their website. So let's do that. All right, so this is what their key creator looks like. And the key creator is a website that creates a PNG file, essentially. So there's a bunch of keys that are already in here that you can grab. So you can just click on any of these and modify it if you want. So here's an Elgato Stream Studio or whatever it's called icon, or a brightness icon, and it supports layers, so you can turn layers on and off if you want, or remove these different things. So you could say, hey, I want to put a text icon, and then I want to have something else on top of it. And if those were actually transparent, that would be probably better. I could shrink one of them, maybe. I don't know. Can I do that? Yeah. And then take the other one. Yeah. Right. So that looks horrible. But what I've been doing is instead I've been uploading images. So you can do a search for, let's see, let's go back to my Stream Deck here. We'll do it side by side. So come over here and make that there. Make that, lost it. Where is it? Oh, interesting. It won't let me pick it because it won't resize like that. All right, so explain.
Let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up.
All right, so let's do Inigo Montoya avatar and search for images. And I don't think any of these people look like Inigo Montoya. That one does. That one does. There, that's good right there. So let's open this up. Let's copy. Can I copy the image? I think I have to download it. Let's see if I can paste. No, it doesn't do copy paste. So right click, save image as. Let's go to Twitch sounds, and we'll just drop this in here. And it's a JPEG file, but we're going to make it a ping. Inigo. Alright, so now I can come back to over here, and hopefully this isn't some copyright violation to turn him into a button. But I think I'm probably okay. So we'll come in here, Ardalis, Twitch, sounds, find Inigo. There. Open up that, and there's my picture I want to use. And what is he saying? Let me explain. So that's good. That's all I need. So I can say save key, and it'll save it. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you change the name of it. Surly Dev, is this linked to a physical device? Yes. That's I've got the device in my hand. Switch to the main view with the push of a button, and then go back to my sounds. And so we're customizing what the buttons do on this. This one has 15 buttons, the ones you see right here, 3x5, but it supports folders, so you can drop in and have buttons within buttons within buttons. All right, so we saved this key. Let's view it in the folder and change its name. Inigo Montoya.png. And for some reason, Explorer is always super slow in this folder. I hates it. really slow. I think because there's media files in my downloads folder, so it wants to like go calculate all the lengths of all the files or something. Like really, I just want you to rename this file. And when it's done, so half the time involved in this is just putting the file in the right folder, because I want it to be organized. When it's done, I'm going to put it in here, and I'll just drop it in my sounds folder. Jesus. Come on. It's still going. There it went. Alright, so then do your thing again. Alright. Windows is the best operating system ever. Move file over here. Alright, so now I've got this thing in the right folder where I want it. And so let me explain. We come over here and we say set from file. And then once again I have to tell it where to go. Actually I can do this. And you go ping. Bam. Alright, so as soon as I did that, let's go back to the...
Wham! Kazap! First try.
I have a plan.
How about now? Notice the mixer dropped. You can't see this. Man, there we go. Here, I'm showing you the... Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay, here's something I did not know about these scenes. Apparently the mixer is per scene also. Alright, so this is me just not knowing OBS well enough. Whenever I'm switching to webcam only, you guys can't hear me? Is that it? Now you can see the headset mic is on here. But I had that turned off. And then I would switch on the main scene. Right, I was using the Rode Podcaster, now you're probably getting an echo. So, I'm going to leave just the headset mic in both places. So, when it's just webcam only, you get the headset mic, and when it's main scene, you get the headset mic. Alright. And at least we've got desktop audio theoretically working in both places. Right, yeah. I knew there'd be an echo. I got that fixed. Okay. So, we got Inigo Montoya. I don't remember what some of these are.
Funny! Very amusing!
Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's do, we'll do one more of these on the stream and then we'll be done. I'll mess around with the rest of them later. But, Hudson's like my favorite character from Aliens. And, I don't see a good avatar for him though. I guess we'll use this one, maybe. I might have to crop it. So save image as. At least it drops it in the right place. We'll make it a JPEG. And then I think when I upload it to the key creator, image.jpg, great name, I can add an image. And the thing to look at this is that it's going to keep adding it to the same layers. So you got to clear out the old one. Otherwise it'll be just stacked with all the different pictures you've uploaded. So here we'll upload image.jpg, which we're going to rename. Aliens Hudson, click that, open. Alright, now I can crop this. No, I can squish it. How do I crop it? Oh, I know what I can do. I can make it bigger. There we go. Apparently doesn't have a way to keep the aspect ratio, but hopefully that's close enough. Alright, I don't think... None of this stuff says keep aspect ratio, although I suppose if I make these match, then that'll do it. There we go. We'll make sure he's perfectly aspected. Show in folder, delete the other one. We'll just copy it over to the other spot. It didn't go. I've lost it. There to there. Paste. There it is. Alright. Aliens Hudson.png. So then we come back over here, this game over one, and we'll set its set from file. And there's Alien Hudson PNG. Alright, so now that's Hudson, and that's on the device. So come back here, show the cam. Alright, here's the device, and we can say go to sounds, and then there in the bottom row you see the Hudson key is now on there.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Alright, so that's the audio stuff I've got, and I've got more sounds than I've even set up yet in here. So that's the my homework is to figure out how I want to organize these things. Maybe look and see what some other people have done. The other thing that I wanted to look at was some of the, well, let's finish going through all the options, right? So that's soundboard. You can go find sounds online. I just did a search for movie waves or something like that, or movie waves download, and there's lots of pages that have these things. So if there's a favorite movie or whatever that you like, you can come out here and you can find, you know, whatever. Alright, so that's where you can get the sound files. Alright, so soundboard is pretty cool. That could be fun. You gotta get used to it. like to where you know what the different sounds are, so that because timing is everything for humor. So if someone does something or says something and things aren't working out the way you'd like or whatever, you want to be able to get the appropriate funny sound at the right time. Alright, so we'll get out of there, be done with the soundboard. Any questions anybody's got? Okay, I'll move this welcome over here to the edge. I don't think I really need it anymore. Let's look at the next thing. So Stream Deck, we can create folders, we can switch profile, which is interesting. I don't have anything but the default profile here. So you can edit your profiles and have different profiles. So for instance, maybe I wanted to have a different profile for my developer stream versus my online gaming stream. And man, I keep forgetting to put it back to the main scene where you can see my stuff. Sorry. Alright, so what I was saying is, here's a button for switch profiles. And here's where you would edit the different profiles here. So we could add another profile. This is a very Mac type of UX here with the plus icon like that. Delete. Yeah, we'll just keep the default profile for now. Automatically switch when the following is in the foreground. Okay. Make this it's default. Alright. Cool. Okay, I don't think I need a profile switcher button just yet since I only have one profile. Multi-action. I don't know what that does. Oh, that is cool. Alright, so this may come in handy. For instance, when I do my prep, let's go to my prep folder. I just push the button on the Stream Deck to get here. So this prep folder is all the things I need to do when I get started, or it was until I put this mute button there, so that really doesn't belong there. We'll just delete this. I don't need it there. Okay, so I want to do basically all these things, and this multi-action might be nice to do because it's like do all those things. So drag an action from the right and copy it here. Well, system, maybe I want to open something, and then I want to open something else, and then I want to open something else, and then I want to do a Twitter thing, and then I want to change my Twitter name. Okay, so that's pretty sweet. So I could say, hey, I want to open up Chatty, open up Streamlabels, open up OBS, right? All those things I've already got separate buttons for. That could all be one script with one button. And just be like, boom, do all the things. So that's cool. I'm not quite ready to set that up this second, so skip that for now. Let's go back up to... I don't know where we were. Here. Timer. Timer, 30 seconds, do something. Title. I don't know what this does, so let's try it. And sound connect. Connect, connection loss, disconnect. I don't know what that does. Let's Google it before I disconnect everybody from this thing. Stream Deck timer. Oh, maybe the timer goes well with multi-action. That would make sense. Countdown timer. Okay, well, let's see. What does timer do? I push the button. It's counting down. I don't know what it's going to do when it finishes. I guess it's going to play a sound called connect, maybe? So it's defaulting to a 30-second timer, and on the thing, it's actually counting down. And it played a sound. Okay, that's not that exciting, but alright. That could be cool. And if I'm doing like a contest or something, I guess, I could do that, or if I want to make a coding exercise time-boxed or whatever. I could see where a timer could be handy to have, but not right now. And then brightness. Brighter, I don't know, is it? That's for the Stream Deck itself. Okay. Action, darker. Darker. Wow, that goes really dark. Okay. So if I'm in pitch black, I can... Let's go maximum. I can see it. Alright, cool. So that does what you would think. It adjusts the brightness of the device itself. So I don't need that right now. Alright, so that's all the Stream Deck stuff. Let's see what they have from Streamlabs. So, alright, so if an alert comes up and I don't want to know about it, or if I want to skip it, I can do something here. Skip alert. I have to wire it up to an account. Alright. So that'll require some more setup. I can mute or pause alerts. That's interesting. Let's add an account, Stream Deck, login. Yeah, I have no idea what my username is. I have to go to my password manager. So we'll skip that for now. Okay, so these are all actions that go off Streamlabs widgets. So if you have a wheel that you want to spin, you can spin it with the button. You can play your credits if you have any. If you have a tip jar, you can show the tip jar, empty it, show media, or change profile. Alright. Streamlabs OBS has the same options essentially as OBS Studio, shockingly. I don't see any difference there. System I already showed a little bit of. You can do open for an app. You can do a website open. So if I want to bring people to my, let's say, podcast, I could have a hotkey for weeklydevtips.com, and that should be good. And then I can push the button and it brings it right up. And then I can take this image and save it as, it's not really a sound, but it's not any of those. What is this thing called? Stream Deck? So we'll create a Stream Deck. This is where all those logos should have been going. And HTML is not what I want, so let's see. That's alright, I already have the image on my local machine, so we'll just do this, and oh, I need the key. Create a new icon. And Dropbox, Ardalis, podcast. That's probably too small. That's probably the right size. Open. There's that. Okay, save it. There's that. Show it. And this is Weekly Dev Tips PNG. Copy that. Go back to Twitch, Stream Deck, paste. And after that whole dance, I can set this from a file. Twitch, Stream Deck. There it is. Boom. Alright, so that's my podcast. Okay, so I could see where that could be useful. And there's no cut on this, there's only copy. I think these people are Mac people. So we can copy it, jump out here, and for now we'll just paste it here. But it's still where it was, so now I have to come over here and delete it. I don't understand why they don't have cut, but oh well. Alright, so now it's on the main screen. And so I could probably create a folder for those. Let's do that. So let's move that to a folder. And this folder we will give a name of URLs, websites, I don't know, websites, that'll fit. Alright, so we'll do that. Put that over there. Okay, so that's cool. So you can launch a website. Let's go check the chat. No questions? No? Alright. Everything sounds good. Let's see.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Alright. Hotkey switch. If you've got a hotkey that you like to use, you can use this, these two options for toggling or doing a hotkey. So, I don't know, what's a good hotkey? Carrie Payette was telling me she uses this for some of the keys like in an IDE that are just hard to remember, or require like contorting your fingers in weird ways to be able to get to them. So you could just make that a button on your thing, and then you could put it in a folder of like, you know, Visual Studio hotkeys or something like that. So even when you're not streaming or whatever, this device has some value as just an extra set of customized buttons on your desktop. So I can't think of a hotkey I use all that often, except maybe launching take a screenshot. So let's try that. So I'll do this. I have Snagit installed, and the hotkey is Alt Print Screen. All right, and that should let me screenshot something. So now if I push that button on the Stream Deck itself, it pops this up, and I can do that. And now Snagit Editor launches, and I can be like, whoa, look at this awesome thing I just did. Woohoo, isn't that cool? And, you know, add that to my blog or whatever. Needs more arrows. Snagit's a nice tool. I definitely recommend it. They're nice enough to give me a copy as a Microsoft MVP, and I'm happy to tell people that it's a nice tool. It comes with this editor as well as you know, a bunch of different ways to do captures. Occasionally, if I don't have this tool, I'll use the snipping tool, right? And the snipping tool can do like bare bones version of the same thing. Like I can do that, and then hey, I'd like to draw an arrow right there. Well, you can't draw an arrow. You can use a pen and make a really crappy looking arrow, but that looks like horrible, right? But you know what? If you mess up the thing, that's okay. You can just hit Control Z. Oh wait, no, Control Z doesn't even work, right? So this is an okay tool, but Snagit is amazingly better than this is. And SurlyDev says Greenshot is worth a try. I've not heard of Greenshot, so just to prove, by the way, that you can do undo. Look at that. Look at that amazing high-tech coding that they managed to figure out undo that Microsoft couldn't do on their snipping tool. So that's nice. Try greenshot.org. Let's try that. Open. You sure about that? How about getgreenshot.org? I think that's probably it. No worries. We found it. Alright, so what is Greenshot? Lightweight screenshot software tool for Windows, blah blah blah. Oh, it'll do scrolling pages. That's nice. It's one of Snagit's features that I like. Snagit will also do like a delay, so you can bring up a menu. So like something like this, where you want to capture this menu, but every time you click on something else, it disappears. Will this do that? I don't know. Well, check it out, folks. You heard it from SurlyDev. If it's horrible, you can blame him. Snip tool works fine for a lot of things, and Snagit is good if you're like doing lots of screenshots. You know, if you're writing books or doing lots of blog posts, it's worth it's not that expensive. It's worth it. If Greenshot does all those things and it's free, then hey, try Greenshot. Well, they went all out on their screenshots tab, didn't they? Oh, there we go. It's a slideshow. That's not what I expected, but okay. Alright. If it's awesome, though, you totally should reward SurlyDev. Alright, where are we at? So, hotkey switch. I haven't used this. You can assign 2 hotkeys and then it'll toggle. So this would be, I don't know what I would use a hotkey for to turn on or off. Anybody got any ideas? I don't really use this. I could probably turn my webcam on or off. I like that. That's nice that it'll save to a folder and use the right date format or whatever that you want. That's cool. It's awesome. Freeze Team's gonna check it out. Reward you. How should we reward you? Do you have a stream? Should we follow you? Camera. Yeah, I was thinking camera, but I can do that with a scene switch, right? I can do, well, I can't do it from there, but I can do this with a screen. And I don't know a shortcut key for this Logitech webcam to turn on or off. There probably is one, but I don't know what it is. Mute the mic. That would be good. I think that would be good. Let's see. I don't have that. Do I have a? I have to have the key first to do it. So if I go to sounds, sounds, and recording, and like, does anyone know, is there a Windows key that will mute the mic? I don't have such a key on my keyboard. I'm looking. It's not one of those fancy keyboards that has that. Oh, maybe that'll do it. No, that's sound. I can turn my sound off with a function key. I can do play, stop, sound off, but yeah, not record. Properties, advanced, no, levels, no. Yeah, I don't know what key I would use to toggle the mic. So we'll skip this one for now. But if I need a toggle that uses hotkeys, I can do that. I think muting the mic would be a good idea, although I've got, let's go cam, like right here, I've got that already covered. Right, I can just push the button. And as long as it's actually using that mic, then that works well. Go back to main. Okay. I'm not using that. Alt print. Let's call that, we'll call it Snagit. Snagit. Snagit's got a logo somewhere, but they change it every few years, so I can never remember what it looks like. But let's see. One of those will do. What does it look like now? Not that. Like, that does not look like Snagit to me. That looks like some lambda expression on a weird diamond shape. But this giant S would probably do it. Let's look for that. Snagit, that's their Wikipedia entry. Alright, so we're going to save this image. And we'll save it to downloads, Snagit icon, save. Come back over here and get rid of Hudson and add a thing from downloads for Snagit icon. And then that looks good. We'll save the key and go show it and name it Snagit key, I guess. And then what's the format for these PNGs? Just because I'm curious, because I'm sure I could create them myself. Details, they are 288 by 288. So if you just want to create your own PNGs, you don't want to use their key creator, I'm guessing that any 288 square 32-bit depth PNG file will do it for you. Alright, but there's our Snagit. Cut that. Paste it there. Good. And over here we're going to say set from file, Snagit key. Boom. And now I've got a Snagit key. That'll actually be useful. You can do a delay. Alright, cool. It does drop shadows and jagged edges. Alright, yeah, Snagit has all that stuff too. Mic, camera view. Nice. Alright. So that was website, hotkeys, open. Text is kind of cool. Text lets you just have text kind of like in a permanent clipboard. Imagine that you're doing a demo and you want to have all your demo text ready to go and not use like the clipboard ring or the toolbox in Visual Studio. Maybe you're using VS Code, you don't have that. Maybe you don't want to have a giant notepad file sitting off to the side that you have to keep going to and cutting and pasting. Let's see. I don't actually have any. Well, here, we'll grab this. So, you know, here's my checklist that I do when I'm getting ready to stream. Part of it. So I can come in here and we can say, let's take this text here and we'll put it there and we'll say checklist, right? Or imagine it says like demo 1. Press enter after message. Alright, so there's demo 1 text. And I could have a folder that has demo 2, demo 3, demo 4, right? Now if I go into, let's say, VS Code, and tell it, let's see, file, close folder, right, stop that, come over here. Alright, so here's VS Code, we can do a file, new file, and then without hitting paste, right? I haven't copied anything to my clipboard. I can just hit T and it'll drop the text in here. And I can keep doing it as many times as I want, which isn't terribly useful in this case, but you know, just keep hitting that button and you keep getting that same block of text. I don't know why Silence Phone didn't copy the 3 that was in front of it, but that was supposed to be there. It's supposed to look kind of like this, right? That's better, but oh well. Okay. So that's where text comes from and how that could be useful. And then multimedia, I guess we'll just let you play something. What will this do? Okay. What is this going with? Windows Media Player, maybe? Or do I have to have Winamp or something in focus? So here's Winamp, which I'm playing this music on. Let's not have it in focus, and let's do next track as our thing. Next track. That's nice, it changes the logo for me. Alright, so I'm going to hit that button on my thingy now. And it does absolutely nothing, as I expected. And if I put this in the foreground, it still does nothing. Alright, so then if I had Windows Media Player, right, we could play that. That's not that. How about that? There we go. So now, let's make this a pause button. We'll do mute. That's interesting. Let's make it a mute button. That muted everything. Alright, that mutes all sound, that could be useful. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Let's make it a next track. Let's make it a pause button. No, it still doesn't do anything. So I don't know what pause is supposed to actually pause, but it's not Windows Media Player and it's not Winamp. I'm pushing it, does nothing. So the volume stuff seems to work, and mute worked. Let's try stop. Oh, stop worked. Interesting. Okay, so I can make it stop. Only Windows Media Player though. What about play? No, play works. What about pause? Now it works. Alright, that's something. So I could see having a folder with those on there. I don't need that right now though, so let's get rid of these. Alright, so that's system. Tippy Stream, I don't know what that is. Okay. Play credits. Play credits must be a Tippy Stream thing that you can do. So if I wanted to build a credit roll for my streams, which I'm assuming is what this is, I could do that with probably tippystream.com or something like that. Tippy Stream. Collect tips. You guys could be tipping me. Alright. Most advanced editor for custom alerts. Alright, so they just have more widgets. Interesting. Alright. Ways to beg for money. And then take your money. Looks like they're based in Europe. Tippy Stream gets 32 cents for every dollar that you get. That doesn't sound good at all, actually. Although I bet it gets better when it's bigger. Yeah, if someone donates $1, it's not their fault. PayPal's gonna suck most of that money out of there. So yeah, so on like let's say $10, it gets a lot nicer. It's 5% instead of 32%. So the thing is, if you're gonna get tips, you got to tell people to tip you a little more than $1, because otherwise it gets mostly eaten up by the payment providers. Alright, I'm not using Tippy Stream, so we'll skip that one. Let's look at Twitch. Twitch, you can do a bunch of stuff. Chat message, viewers, clear the chat, play an ad, stream. I could display my stream game title. Alright. Sub chat, so subscriber only chat. Slow chat. Okay. Alright. Followers chat, emote chat, stream marker. I never do stream markers. I should figure out how to do that. Create a clip or open a clip. Alright, so most of these things I have not done very much with. Let's see this chat message thing. This is going to require me to log into Twitch, which I already demonstrated. I don't know my password without going to my password manager. But I could hit a button to send a message out. So if I were a mod, or if I spent more time trying to manage my chat stream, that would be potentially useful. But most chats, I think, just use bots for this type of thing. So they have a bot that periodically posts something or things like that. So I will hook up Twitch probably later today and get some of this stuff set up, but not right this second. I will, however, hook up Twitter because I think that's more interesting. So if I go to my prep, I've got these two things. One is to tweet something, and it could be like, hey, I'm going live now on Twitch, and the other one is to change my name, because I see a lot of people, like, I don't know if Fritz is on right now, but if we go to Twitter, so Fritter, Jeff Fritz, Fritter, Jeff Twits, here he is. When he is streaming, he usually puts a little red icon on there. That says he's live, right? It looks like a recording button. And so I would do something like that potentially. So let's see what that looks like. We want to associate, let me see, I need a different Google Chrome window if I'm going to do this. Because I need to be signed into the right Twitter account. Alright, so from here I can say add an account. And I don't know what browser it's using, but not the one I just opened because it's not remembering my login. Sign in, sign in. Just did that. Yeah, it did not match. Alright. Yeah, fine. Where's my password manager? That's not it. Nope, that's it. One sec. Maybe we'll do Twitch as well since I'm bothering to get my password. Alright, we don't need that. That can go away. Don't need that. Don't need that. Or that. Or that. Please check your phone. Two-factor auth. Done. Okay, that worked. So now what? I don't think... Add an account, Twitter. I did this already. Give me another code, alright. Sure. Okay, so there's that. Open Twitter. Don't tie your shoelaces in a revolving door. It's a good tip. Alright, let's go. Nope. Let's go find Twitter. Actually, this will work for Twitter. Here. With Twitter, twitter.com/Ardalis. Alright, there's me on Twitter, and there's this thing I wanted to check out with this Philips Hue plugin that Carrie's done So we'll check that out. But I would like to be able to put like a little red dot next to my name when I'm live. Alright, so we've connected that account. General profile, that's good to go. So this is our Ardalis name, title, what should I call this? Ardalis live. Alright, and then this can just be the same name as I normally am, Steve Ardalis Smith, but with a red circle emoji like that, I guess. Copy and paste. Okay, cool. I wonder if this will work. So we'll push the button and it has a green check mark that says it worked. So we'll open this up and there's that. That's not exactly what I was going for. Maybe there's a smaller red circle emoji. The Microsoft one looks close to what I want. See, circle, red circle, radio button. See, red recording emoji, large red circle. Okay, maybe that's the best I'm gonna get. What's it look like over here? Red circle. Alright. Studio microphone emoji. No, that's not really what I want. I guess that's fine. I don't know if people would look at that and know what that means. I'm not sure that's the same one that Fritz generally uses. Alright, but let's do a different one. Let's change the name back. Enter a name. Steve Ardalis Smith. And Ardalis off, I guess. Alright, and then we'll hit that button. And it gives me a green check. And I'm no longer red. Okay, so that's cool. Wow, the lag is serious. Mark Miller has one too. Okay. So using the same emoji. Twitter, Miller Mark. Oh, he put his in the front. Why is he? Oh, no, it doesn't have a black border. Okay. So it's neat. When you're in here in Google, it's got the black border. I like the black border. But not here. Is it still on there? Well, maybe he's still live. Is he still live? He's offline. Nope, he's live. Nope, that's me. He's hosting me. Ha ha ha. Alright. Inception. Okay. So having live on there probably helps. Maybe I should do that. Instead of putting it back, let's do what he did. So cut that, put it at the beginning, get rid of that. Oops, too much. That. I wonder why it has such a space in front of it. Maybe like that? I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. Back to me, hit that, live. That's not bad. Maybe. Maybe people would figure out what that means. I can click on the Twitch TV. I probably need to change my profile here. Let's see. I'll leave it like that. We'll see if we get a flood of people coming into the stream now. Alright, and then I can tweet. Let's try tweeting. Now streaming. We'll say live coding on twitch.tv/Ardalis. And now, what should I call this? It has to be small. Now streaming. That'll work. Now streaming, alright. An attachment. I could do an attachment. I don't know what the attachment should be. I need an image or something for my stream, which I don't know that I have. Let's see, Twitch. No, I can't see it now because I'm streaming live now. Yeah, I'll need to come up with some attachment to add to this, but for now, let's push the button. Boom. Now streaming, and hit refresh. And look, now streaming live coding on. That seems weird. Now streaming live coding. The Twitch logo, maybe. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. It's gonna, as long as I have that link in it, it's gonna show this. So, I guess that's okay. I need to rephrase this though. I shouldn't push it until I actually have started streaming. I'll just have to remember that. This seems redundant. Streaming live coding. How about just live coding? Now live coding on Twitch stream, and then streaming Twitch dev programming hashtag all the things. Alright, that looks good. And I'm not going to push the button again because it seems to work. Okay, so now I wonder if I can copy these into a multi-action. So we'll pull a multi-action in here, and multi-action says you got to drag stuff from the right. And I don't want to drag stuff from the right. I want to go over here, and I want to say copy. I want to come over here, and I want to say paste. Ooh, it works. That is sweet. All right. So now watch this. We're going to copy that. Control C, Control V. That stuff at least works. Control C, Control V. All right. So we're going to launch OBS. Launch Chatty, launch Stream Labels, set my Twitter to live, and I won't have started streaming necessarily. Space between pound and programming. Really? Oh, yeah, how'd that happen? Thanks, live stream proofreaders. I appreciate it. Okay, so if I do this, this is like my go live, let's call it that, go live button, and that will do all the things that go with it, which are that and that and that and that, and then these two things I'll keep separately. Alright. Eagle eyes. It's good. That means my stream quality is good enough that you can actually see the screen, because sometimes it's not good. The new computer will have a much better video card, so it will make that a lot easier. Alright, and I have to keep wondering. Okay, that's good. I keep wondering whether or not you can see the main scene or not, because I keep forgetting to switch it. But I guess if you're correcting my typos, you must be able to see the main stream. Alright, so we just set up Twitter, and we set up a multi-thing. So if I push this one button when I'm not live, it will launch this, and tweet that I'm going... No. Change my Twitter name, rather, to this live icon that we see here. So that's good. And then my next step after I actually start streaming will be to hit now streaming. We'll put that over here. And then my last thing when I'm done will be to turn this off. So it'll take that off if I when I'm done. Okay. That is pretty cool. And I should play a sound or something that says that that's pretty cool, but I have no idea. I don't think I have any cool sounds. Nope. Nope. I really need more better sounds. Alright, so what's left? We got this Xsplit. I don't know what that is. I think Xsplit must be another type of streaming thing similar to OBS. Let's Google it. Live stream and record your gaming. Okay. So it's another competitor along with Mixer and Twitch and things like that. But I don't think it's quite got the market share that Twitch does. So we're not going to be using that. And then YouTube. So what can I do with YouTube? I can do chat message, I can do viewers. So if I were streaming live to YouTube, I wonder if I can stream to YouTube at the same time I stream to Twitch. That could be cool. Stream live to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Apparently that's a thing. What is your age?
How's it going, everyone? My name's Adam.
You're too loud. Way too loud. And you're gonna just tell me the one thing I need to know, which is Restream. Alright, he's using Restream. I don't want to use Restream. Okay. There's a thing called Restream that'll let you stream to multiple sources, but it kind of makes your whole stream like a lowest common denominator thing. That timer thing didn't have a disconnect event, so maybe you could auto change your Twitter name, change on connect and disconnect. What am I connecting and disconnecting to? That's the part I didn't understand with that timer. That was under Stream Deck timer, right? Sound. That was just a connect sound that it was playing. Yeah, pretty much it just counts down and plays a sound, I think. So whatever. Let's make this 3 seconds, and then play it. 3, 2, 1. Do 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 do. That's all it does. So it doesn't do anything but play a sound. It doesn't seem like this will trigger something else, but I think if I put it in the multi, it would probably delay it, right? Is that what you're suggesting? It's basically like a thread sleep. I could do a thread sleep essentially with the timer and then have a none on it. So that wouldn't be terrible if I wanted to slow it down for some reason. So here, right, if I wanted to do that, wait 30 seconds, change my name while these things all launch and do their thing, that could be a thing. Did OBS have a trigger? Here? No, this is just a launch. Did OBS have a trigger? No. Not that I see. The trigger is basically me pushing a button on the Stream Deck. But yeah, I could potentially see a value in putting a timer in here somewhere. But otherwise, I think it's mostly for like doing like things you would use a timer for, like doing a contest or doing a I don't know, a coding exercise or something. Alright. So the YouTube stuff was the last things that were in the built-in stuff. If you click on more actions, there's more things here. You can do shadow play, which I don't need, as a stopwatch, which is kind of like a timer, but could be interesting, especially if you're doing like how fast can you code something, or if you're speedrunning a game. I could see where this could come into play, although most speedrunners have built-in tools for that in their game for it. This Philips Hue lights thing, I think today Amazon is supposed to be delivering my controller I can use here at the office for this, so I'll probably play with this next week. So we'll go ahead and install it, although I'm going to end up having to install it on my other machine. Which begs the question, where does all this stuff go? Let's see. Where does Stream Deck store everything? If that's in app data or something, backup settings. There we go, that's what I want. How do I do this? Block. Where are the backup files? Alright, Stream Deck data are stored in your app data roaming Elgato Stream Deck. Of course they are. It's just where I would expect. So in here, in app data roaming, Elgato Stream Deck. Alright, this seems to be where everything is. A Pomodoro, that's a good idea. You could totally use it for a Pomodoro. Although I don't know that too many people do Pomodoros while they're streaming, but it's not just about streaming, so you could totally use it for that. So that's good, Surly Dev. Perfect. I would actually do that. I would use that as a Pomodoro. So I have like a 25-minute and a 5-minute timer, and then maybe put them in a folder called Pomodoro. And you can even have it play a music to code by because those are all 25 minutes by design, I believe. So, good call. Alright, plugins. I just added a Philips Hue plugin, and here it is. Here's what a plugin looks like. It's just a bunch of JSON files, apparently. There's a English JSON. Let's look at this thing. It's definitely easy to look at. Put a tomato on the button. Perfect. I like it. Alright, so here's this. The JSON is metadata about the thing. Set the color of your light, set the brightness, have different scenes. Alright, those are all just menu options, it looks like. Setup, plugin, JavaScript, action, action.js. No what? What don't you like, Surly Dev? It's JavaScript. Tomato. Okay. Tomato, tomato. Caribbean. Color, not color. Wahahaha. Brits and your extra useless U's. Alright, so if I wanted to create one of these myself, here's how to do it. Apparently a good example of how to do it in JavaScript. Carrie, as I tweeted here, has a Philips Hue plugin in C#. So here's like a Philips Hue green action that she had created. And I don't need that anymore. So using the Hue API here, and using Stream Deck here, she's got taken these arguments on key up for the Stream Deck action, and we're going to initialize the Hue client, and then have a light command and turn it on with a color of bright green, RGB, and then await sending a command. So that's pretty straightforward. Just an event handler, essentially. Yeah, boys and buoys are different things, and they have a different pronunciation. But color and color is not like... Color is not a word, so color is perfectly good. Calour. Armor and armour. Alright. The Americans won, though, because we exported HTML, and HTML uses color without the U, so there's that. We won the war on the internet. Alright, so that's that. I want to play with this, but I don't have my Philips Hue stuff here yet. So what else can we do in the next 15 minutes? Anybody have any other questions or things you want to do? Companion button. I don't know what companion is. Memory game? Okay. Elgato shipped that, so you could do a memory game on your Stream Deck. That sounds useless. Wait, you guys pronounce boys and boys the same way? Alright, weird. Tim Berners-Lee did invent the interwebs, and he was smart enough to make the color not have to have a U in it. Wahahaha. vmix, mix it up. Super macro simulates a keyboard and also lets you choose the delay between each key press. Okay, so that's cool. That's kind of like the text plugin, or the text command that's already in there. I guess action is the word I want. So the built-in action is this text, and super macro is similar but better. You'll slap him for that if I ever meet him. Alright. But come on, man, all those web pages would be longer if they all had extra U's in them, right? This way it's more efficient. The delayed text input simulates keyboard. That's the same as that. Alright, pretty much. Stock ticker. Yeah, okay. Will it show it on the key? Because that could be useful. But if I have to push it to bring up the stocks, that's not as cool. Overstream, control your nano leaf panels. I don't have a nano leaf panel, I don't know what that is. Tippy Stream has a whole thing. Chat, sound pad. There's really not as many of these as I thought there would be. VBand remote plugin. I don't know what VBand is, but it's got 32 downloads. Sound pad. Alright. Okay. Listen to your Twitch chat. Visual if someone uses the page command. I don't even know what the page command does. What does the page command do? Page. Oh, it pages me, doesn't it? Maybe? I don't know. It didn't do anything. Is that even a thing? Mm-hmm. Chat commands, mods. These are all slash commands. There's not a... Maybe there's a slash page? Band, slow... Emote only. Nice. This room is now in emote only mode. Sweet. Now try and communicate. Okay. I could promote some of you to moderators. I should do that sometime. Oh, and I can VIP people. Can I do commands like that? Wow. I added a VIP to somebody. Nice. I don't know what VIP does for you. I think you get an icon next to your name. You do. Ooh, fancy. Let's go back to not emote only. Emote only off. There we go. Wait, you were able to type stuff before I turned it off. Maybe because you were a VIP. Emote only. Can I still type? Yes. Can Surly Dev? Yo, Surly Dev. We're in emote only mode. Can you type? Yes. Nice. But presumably other people can't? Is VIP like better than a moderator? We have a massive lag. Sorry. I don't know if that's on my end. I mean, that could be how long it's taken my CPU to render. Because it's pretty much busy. Freeze Team can type, but he's also a VIP. We need somebody other than you guys. I'm gonna un-VIP one of you so you test it out. Avocado Bobadado, Karsten Pat, Commander Root, Destroyed QC, HDHSC. Can you guys type? Nuno Felipe? Oh, you guys get top ranking in the chat too. Yeah, you get that little purple square with the diamond. Alright. Testing. Yeah, you guys can do it, because you're VIPs. Boom. Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. And you're probably hearing all that like 10 seconds after you typed it. Alright. That is pretty much it. There weren't as many actions here as I thought there would be. So if you want to add your own, there's definitely opportunity. Analog clock. That wasn't there before. Interesting. When I switched to recently updated, it showed me different ones. Let's turn emote only off. Surly, you and Kramer, Freeze Team, you can probably use those commands. You can probably say /emote only off. I can show. Let's do that. CPU usage, that could be cool. So CPU, let's put that on the home page. Dude, there we go. That's nice. So now on my Stream Deck I can see CPU usage. We can do a clock too. Why not? There's the time locally. 24.68 seconds. Is that the lag? What is that? And I still don't know what bang page and that means. Gives you a visual alert if someone uses the bang page. I don't know what that is. Here's a counter that increments every time I push the button. That seems pretty useless. Yeah, the sounds are pretty cool.
Dodge this.
Yeah, I don't think I think I see your chats pretty quick, but before it gets on the screen, I think, yeah, it does take a while. I think it'll be faster when I'm on my other machine, but I also think it's faster if you are a Twitch partner, because they will do more of the encoding on their end. What's that called? Not encoding, but where they render it to the appropriate, whatever bandwidth it is that you need, that process. It's not encoding. I don't know what it is. I think it'll be faster then. Alright, so let's see what else we got that I didn't see. There aren't that many of these, but there were some of these I didn't see the first time through. Switch system audio outputs. That could be handy. I gotta figure out why I'm having trouble with the system audio and OBS. But I seem to have solved it for now. Yeah, they do prioritize the feeds for partners, because I'm not a partner. I'm not even... I think I'm an affiliate. Does it say somewhere? Somewhere it says. Where's that? Activity? Achievements? I have achievements. Here's my achievements. Path to partner. Alright, here's how you become a partner. Path to affiliate was completed. So my path to affiliate was... reach 50 followers, stream for 8 hours in a 30-day period, stream on 7 different days in that period, and average 3 whole viewers. So I did that a while ago, like maybe February, I think I got that. I just started in December. But partner is a lot more onerous, and it's a 30-day window again. So you get to stream for 25 hours in a 30-day window, which currently my schedule is 2 hours once a week. So, you know, if I'm lucky, if I do the same 2 hours every week in a 30-day period, I'll get 5 of those Fridays, because you know, it's like 28 days would be 4 Fridays, but with 30 I'll catch the wrap around. But this only puts me at 10 hours, not 25. So I'd have to do at least 2.5 times what I'm doing now, and 12 different days I'd be at 5 different days. So again, I'd have to do more days. Right now you can see it's at 4 because I've been pretty consistent. After today it should be 5. And then average 75 viewers. Well, let's talk about that. I got a ways to go before I'm going to get 25 viewers, or 75 viewers rather. So it'll be a while before I get partner. The more people that chat in a given thing, like right now it's pretty much just Freeze Team and Surly discussing anything or chatting in here. The more people that chat, that also helps with some of these different achievement things. But these don't really have a whole lot of additional meaning, whereas partner actually gets you stuff. It means like your stream's quality will be better. So this one's actually worth getting, as opposed to just a plain old gamification thing. Yeah, 75 viewers average. Not that you just hit that once. You have to average 75. My average is 13, which is not super impressive. How many have I got right now? 10, maybe? I don't know. Where's it say? Yeah, I think it's showing 10 currently. 75 viewers average. Not that you just hit that once. You have to. So, but you know, you got to start somewhere. Alright, so we got about 5 minutes left. This is, you know, Ask Me Anything. That was Stream Deck. I hope this was useful. You can get one. I'll throw a link in here from Amazon. It'll be an affiliate link, because why not? Let's see, is this the one I got? That's the one I got. So right now it's 150 bucks, Amazon Prime. You purchased this item. Yes, I did. There's a 6-key one, that seems useless. 6-key one is $82, so it's cheaper, but the 15-key one's definitely nicer. There we go. Copy that. Alright, so here's what it looks like. Here's a link to it. And this is the one. So it's got 15 keys. Looks like that. It's 150 bucks. It shows up in a couple days if you have Amazon Prime. Sometimes you might also want to get their game capture card, which I'm not using, but this would let you basically go out from an Xbox or from another computer and then into another PC whose only job then is to do the streaming, so you don't slow down your gaming machine or make your stream quality crappy because your gaming machine is chewing up all the CPU or video. So that's this thing here, basically, this game capture card. Your HDMI cable goes into this, and then it becomes an input feed for your stream. I have not done that before, but I'm aware it's a thing. When I first saw this picture, I thought it was like you had to actually apply stickers to this thing. Like, I don't know about this marketing. Like, I'm like, oh wait, it comes with all these stickers, and I can put them on there? Like, that's interesting. It's definitely much cooler than that, though. Let's see. That's it. I showed you how to use it. I'm still getting mine set up, but it's pretty nice. Any questions? Something about the weekly dev tips, but you can't remember it right now. Alright, well, you got 2 minutes. Think. No pressure. Tick, 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 tick. So if I had a sound for tick, 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 that would be good right there. While y'all are thinking about stuff, or ignoring me. Yeah, good night, Kramer. I know it's late where you are. I'm gonna look to see who else is online right now. Twitch.tv. And perhaps we will send you somewhere. Press that timer button. I've got better than that. I've got. No, that's not what I want.
Aggravated.
That's not it.
We are.
No, we're not aggravated. We are getting ready to be
20
done.
seconds to self-destruct.
Let's see. I don't know if we're at exact 20 seconds, but. Let's see how long Brendan's going to be on.
That's a better way to go. And I'm just going to use the synchronous one because this is a program that's just going. Yeah, Steve, I should be here for a while. Because I want to write this thing. So this is going to get me back a... So hopefully you're going to stick around, Steve.
We're going to pop some people over to
yes,
Dev Chatter.
Ardalis is Steve, in case anybody didn't know that. Var lines equals that.
What's the
I'm
thing?
going to explicitly define that type as a string array, because now...
There's a command to promote. Is it promo? Is it slash promo? There's a command to do that. Maybe I have to set it up. I don't know. There's a way to pimp somebody's thing and like let them promote themselves. Don't leave, Surly Dev. I want to raid you over to Dev Chatter so I can say I did. And then you can quit. All right. So let's go over here. SO. Oh, shout out. That's right. But bang SO doesn't do it. You have to do slash SO? No. I don't know. Alright. Dashboard. See, Dev Chatter's got 49 people. You're still here. Yep. Alright, we're doing a raid. It says I only have one viewer. Nope, no, there's more. Okay, there it goes. It just takes a second to get them going. Alright, everybody.
10 seconds to self-destruct.
Yeah, SO for shout out is definitely it. Alright. Thank you, everybody. I will see you next week. Hope you had fun with this one. This stuff will be on YouTube if you want to review any of it. Have fun over at Dev Chatter with my buddy Brendan.
Developers from Ardalis' channel. I will welcome you more once you're actually in here, because you might catch an ad on your way in. Steve probably didn't, because usually the actual host of a raid doesn't end up with that. And Ardalis actually has the power to shout out himself there. Nice. He totally does too. Let's see. I want to open up my system files because I need to make this implement the interface as well, and this one is just our pass-through. So we're going to say file read all lines and file path, and then that's fine. So now we should be all wired back together. Everything should run again. And what I want to do is this, just to confirm that everything's going and everything's working.